You guys ever see that movie Tommy Boy? There's the part where the Chris Farley character backs up the, what was it, is it Plymouth or a Dodge? I forget, I'm not an expert on Mopars, but backs that thing up, rips the door off on the gas pump, and then the David Spade character goes to open the door and it falls off, and Tommy Boy says, "What'd you do?" Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. What did I do? I bought these two Blasters. Don't know what year they are. I have to figure that out. It doesn't really matter. It's just good to know. We got neither of them run. We got the purple PB Blaster here, and we got white, and I think it's supposed to be red underneath the oxidation. So this one looks better. I actually think this one's the nicer one. So this is pretty much the way I got. This is the way I got them. Other than I took the timing cover off both of them. So I paid $400 for the two of them together. My goal is to get them running really cheaply, and then whether we keep them around for a while and ride them and have fun with them, or just sell them to make a little money, I don't really care. I mean, I want to make money if I sell them. I'm just saying, you know, we can keep them around if we are having fun with them as well. You know, when we're not riding that or that or driving that or working on this. But usually I'm over there working on that. All right, if you're not dizzy yet. So here's the damage. They both have spark. I checked that out. It checks out. This one has no compression, and there's something wrong with the Kickstarter. The guy I bought it from thought it was froze up. The engine was froze up because it wouldn't kick over, and that's what I assumed was the problem too. But I got to thinking, you know, sometimes the Kickstarters jam up on these things. You know, I'm not a blaster expert, but on dirt bikes and quads and whatnot. So I popped the timing cover off, and I could, look at that, I can turn it. So the Kickstarter is jammed up somehow. Not sure. I'll pull the other cover off and figure that out. But there's no compression. The engine just needs to come apart anyways. Parts are really cheap for these things. Plentiful. I probably want to stay away from some of the really bad Chinese stuff. I mean, you can get a whole cylinder, piston, I mean, everything, like, for like $100 on these things. It's ridiculous. Or maybe it was 180. I don't know, but it was, it's so cheap, it's scary. And then I was reading some forums, and yeah, it's hit and miss on that stuff. So I'd rather just get a decent piston and bore the cylinder out if it's okay. And then, you know, I'm not going to make them look super awesome, I don't think. I just want to get it going first and see what happens with it. The tires are shot on all of them, really. Some of them hold air, some of them don't. They're all weather checked. Now this one, the purple peeper leader here, is missing a shock, and it's missing the exhaust. This one does have the exhaust, it's just not on there right now. So the most expensive part, I think, to get this one going is the exhaust system. Everything else, I'm going to eliminate the automatic oiler. I'm going to eliminate this, I forget what you call it, this little ignition override thing for the throttle in case its throttle sticks. I forget what it's called. You blaster experts would know. So I didn't even realize they had anything like that, but I read about it last night, and it can be a problem. So Yeah, so we'll see what happens. You see that? My head hurts. Dang it. So we were gonna try and figure out or find out what the transmission oil looked like on this thing and drain it. And I bent over to, you know, put my head down there, and you see this little fender brace right there? It's fairly sharp edged even. I head-butted it. The joys of working on stuff. Could have done without that, I gotta tell you. So let's see what this oil looks like. Okay, I'm regrouping here. Actually, what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna take this bracket off so I don't do it again, because that would be something I would do. Let me do that. That's gonna leave a mark. You see all the mosquitoes flying around? I've avoided mosquitoes. It's May 3rd. Avoided much mosquitoes here, unlike a lot of my people in my town where I've been, and not anymore. They're out in full force. It's kind of driving me nuts. My head hurts still. But let's check out this oil. Oh, there we go. How does it look? Looking for milk or metallic or nothing. Water. Even the front end is raised up. I should probably lower the front end, see what comes out. Let's do that real quick. Fortunately, these blasters are pretty light. This is one hand. All right, is anything coming out now? Not much. Interesting. I think I'll go drain the other one in a second and see what we're looking at on that one. All right, let's check this one out. I'm thinking maybe the other one, he said there was a noise. That's why they stopped riding it. And maybe they drained it. Or maybe they ran it without anything and that made noise. I don't know. Oh, this one's got water. I think these were left outside at some point. That's not really good news at all. So, there's no point in really, some people just want to see if they can get them started, all that kind of stuff. I don't think there's any point in that with these. So, well, one has no compression and one has compression. Oh, the one does have compression, by the way, the one with water in it. No, actually, I take that back. The one that didn't have anything in it, except for a few drops of oil, that had compression. The one with water in it didn't have compression. And it had water in it. So I think, you know what? I'm not afraid to just pop the engine out, split cases, all that. None of that bothers me. So I'm just going to pop these engines out and then kind of evaluate, make a parts list. I'm not in a huge hurry on these. It's not a huge priority. We'll see. I'll try to fit it in, and I'll keep you guys posted on the progress. I still don't have buyer's remorse, though. I bought them last night, and I was expecting when I woke up to feel that way, but I'm kind of like, yeah, You know, if work gets slow, and mosquitoes, man. If work gets slow, and I get need to try and supplement my income a little bit. Maybe I can make some money on them somehow. The problem with blasters is the top end, price-wise, isn't very high either. So, you know, a decent runner, that's an overall good condition, decent runner, maybe it's like a $1,200 quad. So there's not a whole lot of wiggle room. I got $200 right now into each of them. They were local, so I didn't have to drive very far. I wouldn't have gone far for these. So I'm okay. I think I'm okay still. We'll see. Keep you posted. It might be a while before you hear about them, but maybe not. I'm just gonna roll with it. If I feel like working on them, that's what I'm gonna work on. That's just what I need to start doing. There's still things I got to do on Big Orange. I'm driving it for a whole week now. There's trim and all that kind of stuff. I just really don't feel like doing it. It bugs me that the trim isn't finished because it's half on there. And there's a few other things. The air conditioning isn't hooked up. I worked on that thing for a long time. I just enjoy driving it. Well, again, when I get spare time to work on stuff, I just need to start doing whatever I feel like doing. And there's the angel on my shoulder that's saying, no, you need to be disciplined and stick with something and finish it. Devil guy over on the other side is like, nah, just do what you feel like doing. Just do whatever feels good. Anyways, there's a lot of that going around. A lot of people listening to Satan on that shoulder. I digress, though. We'll see you guys later.